Well, here we are again. This time I went a mile deep and picked a tree and climbed it, and I have no idea where I am. But I just rattled in a decent 10-pointer. I mean, to the point where it's like, I have one day left. Probably should have shot him, but I'm way back. It's early in the morning. I feel like it's a type of deer that you don't come to Iowa for. I know I'm running out of time, but there's time left, and I don't know. We'll see if that was a good decision or a bad decision. Well, it's the final day here in Iowa. It's day 7. If we're looking back over the week, it's been quite a ride. I mean, the weather was not really in our favor. It hit 70s 2 days in a row. Then the cold front came in. It was just so windy and cold. It was hard, but man, I sat from sunup to sundown that day and saw a really good buck, and I'm back in that same spot hoping to catch him. I couldn't get in here yesterday because after all the rain we got, the creek I have to cross got so high I couldn't get out. So I got wet feet, but good thing it was at the end of the hunt. So I have a small buck out here right now, kind of watching a doe. He hasn't moved in like 5 minutes. He's just standing there staring at her with like these love eyes. So it's like, hey, baby. It's so funny to watch. Can only hope that big boy's in here somewhere, and gonna give it one last shot. I'm ready to be done. I'm just mentally and physically exhausted. Well, I'm switching it up again. I'm just going after him. I ditched the camera. Lugging all that camera equipment all the time is just, it's a lot. It's heavy. It's hard setting up all the time. But this is it. This is the last hunt. So driving back and forth to where I usually hunt, I noticed a huge rub in here that I didn't see before. So I just thought maybe I'd try to slip up in here and rattle a little bit and grunt, see if I can't stir something up. I don't know. It's sitting in a tree stand hasn't been working for me, so who knows. I feel like this is a really long shot, but never know. So I need to jump in here real quick and just kind of explain what happened here. As I said, I ditched the camera. You know, after just a long week of trying to film myself, it just becomes a real bear, carrying it around, setting everything up, tearing it down, and it was time to go after him. And I just started hitting some draws and sneaking my way around and grunting and rattling, and to really make a long story short, I ended up over in this same draw that my buddy Corey was sitting at. Now, he texted me about an hour earlier, around 2 o'clock, that he missed one, and you know, I felt really bad because, you know, he as well put a lot of effort and hiking in far and climbing trees and scouting, and I just thought I'd go over there and you know, be there for when he comes out. And you know, I was done. I mean, I was already thinking how I was going to eat my tag sandwich, and you know, I was just waiting for it to get dark. So I went over there, and same thing, you know, I just went in grunting and made a little noise, like, you know, scraping the leaves, and I sat down next to this tree, and I was texting a buddy of mine back home, PA, who missed his second big buck of the year, and I was just trying to, you know, give him some encouragement of, hey, look, you know, keep at it, you know, in a second it can all change. Even though really in my own head I had already checked out for the week. I kid you not, when I hit send on my phone to send that text message, I heard something, and I didn't even really pay attention because I thought it was a squirrel. I seen one a couple minutes ago, and then it was like, wait, that's not a squirrel. That's getting kind of loud here. And I put my binoculars up, and I just see legs, you know, walking across below the brush, and I'm like, oh man, that's a deer. And then I just saw a flash of antler. I was like, oh man, you know, I look like a good buck. I better get ready. And you know, he stepped out broadside. He was probably about 60 yards at that point, and I was like, dang, that's a really nice buck. I mean, you know, last day I didn't even have to look at him in binoculars to know whether I was shooting this deer or not. And you know, so I'm trying to get in position because what he's trying to do, he's coming from my left to right, and I think he's trying to get downwind of me. He heard me grunting. He knows where I'm at, so I was sitting on a little bit of a slope. So he was going to end up behind me, and I had to kind of get up that hill so I could make a shot behind me. And every time, of course, I'd move, he would hear me, so I would grunt, and I'd just hide behind my bow. If you notice the leaves on my bow, it's exactly why I put them there, so I can, you know, kind of look like a bush sitting there. And so he gets behind a tree, and I come to full draw, and I'm like, man, I'm really going to have to hold this for a long time, because by the time he gets down here beside me, it could be a while. He started like raking the leaves and thrashing the trees above him, and he turns and comes right at me and just kind of did one of those, you know, he's walking and then his head goes up like this, and now he's looking right at me. But he looked at me before, so part of me is like, well, he doesn't know what I am, so maybe if I just hold off here, he's going to come down and give me a broadside shot. The other part of me just kind of saw the whole week flash before my eyes, and I'm like, man, the only thing that's deterring me from taking a shot right now is some of the brush. So I just kind of like raised up a little and just found a hole and threaded the needle in there. And, you know, in the heat of the moment, I didn't know really what happened. He ran off, and it sounded like I hit him. I couldn't see where I hit him. But just as he like crested the hill, I just saw his butt just kind of like dip down, like his legs buckled out. And that's all I saw. But it was like enough that I kind of lost it. I'll just be honest, you know, I see it now. It's a little ridiculous, I know, but this is just how I felt at the moment, so this is where the video picks up. I don't believe it! I just smoked a giant! Freaking... I can't even believe it! He came right down to me. I cannot believe it! I'm sitting on the ground. My buddy Corey missed one, and I'm sitting here feeling so bad, and this thing came and he circled around me. I had to shoot him facing me. He was looking right at me, and I don't think he went over the hill. It's so freaking hard, and it becomes such a mental game, and I was just ready to throw in the towel. I don't know how many times. I don't know if he's a giant, actually. It just, at this point, everything seems big. Please, I hope I got him. I think I saw him fall, and now I'm like, I'm not sure. I cannot believe it. He saw me, and I grunted, and he then just kept coming, and he started raking the grass up there and the leaves, and he came and just stood, and I had to shoot through all this brush. I can't believe it. I'm trying to be quiet because I think Corey's sitting on the other hill. He's probably hearing me. Oh my God, please. I'm freaking out now. And now I'm like, I can't even comprehend where I shot. I'm gonna go look. Oh, I wasn't sure where I shot him, but I hit him good. I hit him good. His hair, his blood. Blood. Oh my God. Please. I swear I feel like he fell over, but I don't know. He starts second goal. Look at all this blood. Oh my gosh. He can't be far. He had to have tipped over right then. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Look at all this blood. Look at this. It's insane. It is insane. Look at it. Thought I just heard it. I hope it didn't just run. There's no way. There's no way. Look at all this blood. I've never seen so much blood. There he is. There he is. He's right Oh my God. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Look at him. Look at him. Yes. Oh man. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't care if he's a 120. I don't care what he scores. Oh, I'm so grateful for this deer. I mean, there's the sun. As soon as it gets behind the mountain, my hunt's over. The hunt was over. Look at him. Oh my God. Thank you. Oh, he stinks. I can't believe it. I don't like shooting deer like that. But I'll tell you what, if you make it, it's so lethal. He went 30 yards. There's blood. It's unreal, the amount of blood. So I really want my buddy Corey to be a part of this. Oh, here he comes. He's all the way over there. What happened with yours, man?
I don't know. I was sitting there looking down the valley here, looking down over this, and I heard something. I was like, what the heck? What would be come up behind me? Holy cow! And I tried to turn around. I grabbed my bow, and then at that time my harness is in my face. I'm trying to get that above me. I raised and I shot. And I saw the arrow go shoo, right in front of him.
Oh, dude, I had a crazy hunt. I'll tell you all about it. I'd like to get up there and look while I was like.
Yeah, that's why I came down.
Do you want to come this way? Oh my gosh. Dude, look at all that blood. It's freaking insane.
Look at that.
Look at this baby! The tag's already on him and everything!
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes!
I was like, there's no way he didn't see that. I was like, you followed this already. Oh my goodness. That's a stud. That's nice.
Can you believe it?
You hit him right in the chest too.
Yep, facing me. I stuck it right. I don't know where it came out at. I wonder if it came out. I don't know. My taxidermist is gonna be pissed.
Oh yeah, right in his throat.
Dude, I saw him fall.
Yeah.
He was dead in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
But you know what? I had no idea when I shot, and I just saw him run. He just kind of trotted off, and I'm like, what just happened? What just happened? He's dead! You didn't hear me freaking yelling?
I thought that was you.
Oh my gosh, I'm like...
Who were you talking to?
The camera.
Oh.
Dude, I was freaking out. I'm like, I'm trying to be quiet for Corey. Dude.
That's awesome. I am proud of you.
I wasn't even sure how big he was.
I'm proud of you. It's about the same caliber as what you were looking at in the field, right? Almost?
No, this one's bigger.
This one's bigger? Okay.
This one's a 10, the other one's an 8. That's probably, I don't know, 150 inch, 145 inch deer.
That is?
Yeah. What do you think it is?
Well, I hate to know what mine was then.
Is it bigger than that?
Yeah. That is an awesome deer. Now we got the truck's up this holler, right?
Yeah, it's actually not that far. It's like 150 yards.
You want to get the trailer, or you want to just yank it up? Or you want to get the cart?
Probably be easier just to drag them out.
Okay.
Yes, I know. I got a little excited. I can't help it. I mean, that was a trip that was 4 years in the making. It's 1,000 miles away. One of the most expensive tags I think I've ever bought. It's public land. You know, it's 7 days of nonstop hunting and bad weather, and I just it came down to the final hour, and to kill a buck like that, yeah, I was super pumped. I do hate it. I hate the fact that I did not get any of it on video. You know, that's part of the point, you know, of me doing these trips and doing these things is, you know, I want to bring you some good hunts, and I just, I felt like it was time to go after him. But for those of you who are wondering, I did have him officially scored just so I could stop guessing what he was myself. And he hit 150 and a half. Just, you know, I thought he was mid 140s, but really the one thing that kind of hit him at the 150 mark was the palmation of his beams right here. This measurement right here is so thick that got him to 150. But I mean, still just a great buck. He's got, you know, 11-inch twos, and these brows are just super cool. Look, I don't know if you can see them, but they're so bladed right there. It looks pretty cool. Super grateful for this buck. He's, you know, he's not as big as some of the ones I have on the wall, but he is one that I am definitely most proud of. And I can't wait to get him up there with the rest, because I'm super grateful for this deer. And I'm grateful for you guys watching this long. Appreciate it.